Well, as you already know, sometimes the forecast can be straightforward and other times not quite so much. For instance, when you have just a warm day, both from the cloud all the way down to the surface, well, maybe the forecast is calling for moisture to move in just in the form of good old rain, but things get a little bit more complicated when you start introducing different temperatures in the atmosphere to the mix. So let's talk a little bit about that. Obviously, if it's just cold all the way up to the clouds, the cloud base, all the way down to the surface, well, the forecast, if it's talking about moisture moving in from a system, maybe an area of low pressure, just going to fall down in the form of good old snow. But things get more interesting when you add a warm nose or a warm layer aloft to the atmospheric conditions. For instance, there's freezing rain you see right there. You introduce a substantial area of warm air aloft. You have the cold air there at the cloud base and the cloud itself, then that warm layer right there that allows the moisture to melt, and then, well, there at the surface you just get freezing rain. Not a good thing. Obviously, for those kind of weather conditions, you have to be on alert for some slick spots. However, if the warm layer is a little bit more shallow, that can produce something what is known as sleet, as the air is just a little bit more shallow there for the moisture to actually melt. Then when it reaches the ground, falls down as those little sleet pellets. So obviously, depending on the forecast and the layers of air in the atmosphere, what temperatures that they actually are, that determines what kind of precipitation that you see at the surface.